Outside of Santa Claus, no other character invokes the holiday spirit quite like the Grinch. And in today's video, we're drawing Jim Carrey's The Grinch in 4 different art mediums. The 4 mediums that I chose for today's video are markers, color pencils, crayons, and paint pens. Let's start off with the crayon.
Holiday Hoobie Waddy.
The reason I like doing a lot of these mini challenges is because, well, not everyone has all the art supplies available to them. Sometimes we might only have crayons. So I want to showcase that you can create something amazing. You can create a really cool piece of artwork with just simple crayons. But before we get too deep into this video, I have to ask you for a huge holiday favor. If you could please do me a favor, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It lets YouTube know that you really like the content, and it really just helps me out. And if you really could, and you love to learn art, well then please do me a favor once again, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. The biggest challenge with any crayon application is their incredible layer of waxiness. And I'm going to approach each section exactly the same way. So how I apply the colors here are going to be exactly the same way how I apply the colors on all the areas. This is once again to showcase to you at home how application will change from medium to medium, but also how you can then elevate your artwork by adding different mediums, different ways to achieve a much cooler way to represent the image overall. Now, I wouldn't use crayons in probably any other application outside of this, but they do have one really cool effect that you could actually use with them, and that is the fact that they have a lot of waxiness. So a lot of times when I want to do like these really cool drip effects, what I will do is melt the crayons and smear the paint on, or let the crayons just drip onto the paper and give it that really cool texture. That's what the best part about a crayon can be, is the textured effect and the layer of waxiness. But now it's time to let the markers shine. And how I'm going to achieve this is once again by applying things exactly the same way. So I'm going to work from my really light all the way to my darks. We want to basically showcase how the markers not only blend, but how they layer. And that's going to be a good way to look at all the mediums going forward in this video, is to showcase layering colors, but also laying variances of colors. So some yellows, some blues, some greens, some browns, etc. to showcase how you can achieve depth without actually adding white or black. I try not to use a lot of white or black unless it's absolutely necessary. A lot of times what I want to do is showcase transitions by using colors, blues, reds, greens, etc. in areas to enhance that depth. And when you use blues and browns a lot of times in depth, that's when you're going to get a much more accurate representation of a three-dimensional image. As you can see, it's only now that I'm going to start to use a little bit of black, but I'm going to use it sparingly. I don't want the darks to punch too much. I want them to kind of sit, but I want them to be represented, but I don't want them to basically look like they're a recessed carved space. And also, as you can see, I'm not using black and white. I'm going to use lots of varying blues for all the little white highlights. Now, here's the only exception I will be using for this area, and that's for the highlights. I am going to use a gel pen because without it, the highlights aren't just going to pop. And if I try to add too much alcohol, it's going to look funky. But now let's go on to paint pens. And paint pens are really fun. For me, it's kind of like getting out paintbrushes, but now I don't have to get myself involved in water and all the other stuff. I could just attack and have a whole bunch of fun on a piece of paper and not have to worry about too much about the paper warping or a lot of the cleanup that comes with painting itself. I love acrylic paint and I love oil paints, but the problem is there's a lot of hassle with cleanup. Paint pens give me all the fun and freedom, but none of the mess and cleanup that comes with traditional paints. Now, if you want to try and get the most realistic 3 dimensions that you can out of paint pens, the best way is treat them like an acrylic brush. And how you're going to do that is work in layers and work on top of each other. If you're going to try to blend like you'll see later in this section, I go very, very sparingly with it, because you don't want to damage your paint pens, but they aren't brushes. I could get out brushes and then add a little bit more layers, but it won't feel the same. Now, before we wrap things up, I have a very important question to ask you all in the chat. What is your favorite representation of the Grinch? Is it this Jim Carrey version? Is it the Benedict Cumberbatch version? Or perhaps is it my favorite, which is the 1966 version done by master voice actor and character actor Boris Karloff? Because I think he does the Grinch absolutely perfectly, and there's a beautiful surrealism to the old school animation that I'm just a fan of. A great tip for all the artists out there, if you're trying to work in layers like this, I will recommend that you do let each layer dry thoroughly before you apply another layer on top. That's the only way you're going to be able to achieve all those blends without having to worry about damaging A, the paper too much, or B, damaging your markers over time. With the paint pens complete, time to finish them off with some color pencil work.
The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
Now, I know I said earlier that I'm going to treat each style very similarly, but with color pencils there comes the ability to blend better than any other medium out there. Markers do blend probably easier, but they won't get the crispness of the image. I like using alcohol markers as like my base layer, and then work color pencil work over the top. But if you're looking for pure realism, and you're looking for pure accuracy of color and vibrancy, color pencils are just really it. There's nothing else better. It is the best medium, but with the biggest downside, and that it takes a lot of time. So this little area right here that you're seeing me color with color pencil probably took me about an hour and a half. Meanwhile, the rest of the whole image took me about 2 to 2.5 hours. So as you can see, it's the time that we give up to get something that looks so crisp and so fine. Because the level of control that you have with color pencils. You can create the most intricate soft lines that alcohol markers will bleed through, and you might not be able to control it as easy just because of that bleed through. But with color pencils, there are no bleed through. It's only basically the control that you have at your disposal to create the wonderful imagery that you have. I hope that you guys and gals out there learned how not only I use all my different mediums, but how to maybe learn a new style to use different mediums at home. And if you do, throw it up in the comments in the community section, because we all love to see what artwork everyone out there creates. I have noticed a ton of the artwork that you have all been sharing in the community page, so if you ever want to just get a reaction from the community, or if you have a question about art and you want to showcase your art, then please just do me a favor, drop it in the community section. Let's all help each other, let's all build each other up, and let's all make each other better artists in the process. Now, before we wrap this little section up, just let me know which section was your favorite here today. Was it the crayons, the markers, the paint pens, or was it the color pencil? I love reading what everyone writes in the comments, and if you take the time to comment, I will take the time to respond. As we wrap up this section, I often think about what the Grinch said when he said, "Christmas doesn't come in a store, but perhaps it means just a little bit more." So whatever holiday that you celebrate, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday it may be, enjoy it with your family and friends, because Christmas and the holiday spirit means a little bit more. Thank you all for stopping by, and as always, I will see you all in the next video.